A way to break off my engagement because my fiance's been stealing from me and using our wedding funds to pay for another bitch's rent. And yes, I'm keeping the motherfucking rock. Are all men just fucking evil? I got engaged to this piece of shit almost 2 years ago. If you're wondering why I'm not fucking married yet, it's because my fiance at the time of our engagement was like, need some time to save for the wedding. Maybe a longer engagement than you were expecting. Okay, how much fucking time do you need? He's like, well, 2, maybe 3 years. 3 fucking years? I'm not gonna be a bitch and fucking complain because look at this rock he got me. However, I also don't want to be getting wheeled down the aisle because I'm so old and decrepit I can no longer fucking walk. So I was like, you know what? Let's call it a year and a half. We will open a joint bank account. 50% of each of our paychecks will go towards our wedding fund. So for the past 2 years, we've each been putting 50% of our income towards our wedding. So I thought. So my fiance's an accountant, so I trusted him to manage the bank account, manage the funds. I operate on girl math, so he handles the finances. So over the course of the first year that we're engaged, we're starting to plan our wedding. We're trying to set a date. That year mark comes up. I'm like, we've got 6 months. You know, we said we were going to get married after a year and a half of being engaged. We've got to set a date. Around this same time, my fiance's girly pop childhood best friend, she goes through this horrible divorce and moves from California back to the East Coast to her hometown. I swear the first thing this bitch did was call my fucking fiance. It's like, I'm going through divorce. I'm moving back home. I'm gonna be living with my parents. He's like, fuck that. You're not staying with your parents in their basement. Just come live with us. Even fucking ask me. Didn't even fucking ask me. So this bitch moves in with us, lives in our house, on our couch, rent free for 3 months. She literally became the third person in our relationship. She came to every date night. She went grocery shopping with us. Anywhere we fucking went, she was with us. Until I fucking finally had enough. One night, my fiance and I went out to dinner to have a little solo date night, because God forbid we have any fucking alone time. And I told her, look, you know, we need to have some alone time. We're engaged. We're planning a wedding. We just want to go out to dinner, just the two of us. Here's my card. Order takeout. Get whatever the fuck you want. Just stay here. Well, we go out to dinner. We decide impromptu on the way home to pop a couple spicy cubes so that we can go home and do what fiancés do. Spend a little time in the bedroom, face down, ass up. So we're in the car. We're driving back. You know, the cubes are kicking in. Things are happening. And by the time we got home, I was fucking wetter than a waterfall. I'm trying to get inside to go get down to business. And when we come in, this bitch is sitting on the fucking couch crying hysterically. Apparently, while we were at dinner, she was ringing my fiance's phone off the hook. Couldn't get through to him because he had his phone on Do Not Disturb. Because, you know, we're on a fucking date. And she's hysterical that she couldn't get in touch with us. Like, get the fuck off my couch. What are you fucking doing? You are a grown-ass woman. I had enough. I told my fiance, I'm like, she has to move out. We don't get any space. We don't get any privacy. We're not having any snacks. A week later, she moved out. I was told by my fiance that she got her own place. She got a job lined up. It was taken care of. I didn't have to worry about it. I'm a fucking fool to believe that man. Because my fiance has been paying her fucking rent with our wedding money for the last 6 months. All the while, he's telling me, let's push the wedding date out just another 6 to 9 months. Let's save a little more money. We can go on a sick honeymoon. We'll do a destination wedding. We'll go big for the honeymoon. Let's just save a little more cash. In my head, I'm like, okay, I mean, that sounds pretty fucking good. But no, this motherfucker's lying to me the whole time. We can't get married because there is no wedding fund. Because he's been using my money to pay for her girl best friend's fucking rent. What the fuck? You wanna know how I found this out? I decided, you know what? I've been engaged for 2 years. I was told I was gonna get married at a year and a half. I'm gonna plan myself a little bachelorette trip. And I'm gonna use just a little bit of my wedding fund money, my money that I put into that account to take my girlfriends on a little bachelorette trip. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just a weekend down the shore. So I go to the bank and I sit down with our banker. And I'm like, all right, I need access to this account. I don't fucking know how money works for shit. So I'm like, I need to get into our account. I need to take out this much money. And our banker, she tells me, there isn't any money in that account. I'm like, what the fuck you mean there isn't any money in our account? That's our wedding fund. I've been putting 50% of my paycheck into that account for the past 2 years. She's like, well, that account has been drained. and it gets drained at the first of every month. The fuck do you mean? So I'm like, well, I'm not the one draining it. She's like, well, the only person who has access to the account is your fiance. I'm like, all right, well, can you tell me where the money's been going? She said, I sure can. He's been wiring it to his best friend. He's been wiring it to her. He's been wiring it to her at the first of every month so that she can pay for her fucking rent. That's my fucking money that I work hard for. I bust my ass for this pretend wedding that's apparently never gonna happen. He just never told me. He just has been lying through his teeth to me for months. I just left the bank. I just discovered this information. I am on my way home to go fucking call his ass out and break this shit up. Wasted 2 years. 2 years of my life engaged to this motherfucker. Next thing I'm gonna do after I dump his ass and kick him out of my fucking house, I'm gonna go pawn this shit and take myself on that destination honeymoon that was never gonna fucking happen. Ladies, let this be your warning. If he's got a fucking girl best friend and your money's going missing, well, he may just be using it to fund her fucking rent.